I now introduce John Arensmeyer with the Small Business Majority.
Thank you, Rachel. Small Business Majority is a small business advocacy organization. We have a network of 85,000 entrepreneurs across the country. I'd like to set the stage here. Contrary to popular belief, Main Street views common sense regulations as necessary for fostering free and fair competition. Even more important, small business owners are looking for consistency and certainty in the rules that are necessary for them to run their businesses. We've polled small businesses on this issue over time. Here are a few takeaways. More than 80% of small business owners agree that some regulation of business is needed for a modern economy. 4 in 5 small business owners said some level of regulation is important in curbing unfair competition and in leveling the playing field between small businesses and big corporations. Indeed, strong majorities ranging from 61 to 78% view regulations governing health insurance, climate, the environment, energy efficiency, and financial services as necessary. Moreover, it's important to remember there are multiple levels of checks within the federal regulatory process to ensure that agencies work with the public to enact rules and regulations that serve the best interests of businesses, consumers, and industry. Indeed, there are some regulatory checks that are specific to small businesses. So why are small businesses concerned about the overturning of the Chevron doctrine, and what can Congress do? First, small businesses rely on regulatory certainty. Having the regulatory process bounce around from court to court with different rules for different jurisdictions and not knowing when and how decisions will be made is incredibly disruptive. Second, small businesses expect that those enacting regulations and impacting their businesses are doing so with sufficient expertise and sufficient input to ensure maximum effectiveness combined with minimal disruptions. Third, small businesses lack the resources to secure the legal expertise that would be necessary to constantly track and adapt to changing regulations as decisions move around from court to court. Fourth, requiring small businesses to secure such a level of legal expertise would put them at a supreme disadvantage vis-a-vis large corporations, thus exacerbating the unfair competitive environment that already exists. Finally, I should note that while deregulation is often portrayed as good for business, research has shown that hasty or thoughtless deregulation can contribute to uncertainty and makes the business environment more challenging for regulated entities. Uncertainty associated with litigation over regulations can have similar negative effects on the abilities of businesses to plan and make long-term investments. And the sudden withdrawal of federal regulations designed to provide national standards can leave businesses newly subject to a patchwork of inconsistent state and local requirements. In short, small businesses play a critical role in the regulatory process. Their voices are often uplifted and included in discussions and rulemaking processes when federal agencies promulgate regulations. Enabling legal challenges at every turn will strip small businesses of their voice in the regulatory process, ultimately handing the power to legitimize regulations from the regulators rather than the whims of the courts. So Congress must pass the Stop Corporate Capture Act, which would codify the Chevron doctrine and ensure that regulatory agencies have the power to interpret ambiguous rules and regulations without permission from judges every step of the way.
Thank you so much, John.